And we are going to take our feet out in front of us. You're going to kick them out a little bit. You can pat them down if you like. Get the blood circulating once again. All right. We're going to bend our left knee, bringing the left foot just to the inside of that right thigh. If you notice, we're still facing forward. We're going to inhale up, twist towards that left knee, and take another twist. This time you might go a little bit further. Keep that extended leg, keep that foot flexed. This time you are going to take your gaze towards the back behind you. Slowly and gently come back forward, and this time you're just going to walk your hands on either side of that extended leg. Again, only going as far as is comfortable for you. You will bow your head. You may relax the foot of the extended leg. Your elbows should be soft. You can creep your fingers a little more forward. Slowly and gently bring yourself upright, letting your head and neck be last. All right, we're going to get one more side stretch. So you're going to take the left hand over to the left side on the mat. Take the right arm up and just take it over here to the left. Slowly and gently come back upright, and you're going to take it to the opposite side. Slowly and gently come back upright, and now we'll switch sides. Extend the left leg out, bring the right leg in. We will inhale up, twist to the right, and take your gaze towards the back room behind you. Flex the foot of that extended leg. Slowly and gently come back forward. And we will now walk our hands on either side of that extended leg. Slowly and gently bring yourself back upright, letting your head and neck come up last. We will take the right hand out to the side, left arm up and over. Slowly and gently take it over to the opposite side. Again, only taking it as far as is comfortable to you. Slowly and gently come back upright. And now you're going to bring the heels of your feet together. And they're going to make a diamond. And it's going to be a fairly big diamond, okay? I'd like you to sit up with your palms resting on your lap. Face up to the ceiling. Slowly and gently turn your palms to rest on your calves and slowly slide them down towards your ankles to where your forearms are almost resting on the inside of your calves, if that's possible. If not, you might be up here, and that's quite all right. You go where it feels comfortable to you. You can begin to massage your feet if you like. You may close your eyes. You may bow your head. Slowly and gently Begin to walk your hands up your legs as you slowly come back upright, keeping your chin tucked. On your next natural inhale, slowly bring your head to neutral. We will go ahead and sit in your most comfortable position, crisscross, however you like. We're going to let our hands rest behind our thighs. And all we're going to do is roll our shoulders up, back, and down. Two more times. And after your last one, go ahead and reverse your circles. Bring them from behind up, forward, and down. So now you're going in the opposite direction. It always feels a little odd when we take it that way. You may hear snap, crackle, and pop. It's okay, they're all related. All right. Pause the circles, let your palms go face up in your lap. I would like you to take your hands up overhead. And what you're going to do, you can kind of look up. You're going to cross them. And then you're going to turn your palms to face each other. And now if you're just here and you cannot interlace, that's okay. Just as long as your palms, you cross, and then you just turn your wrists to where your palms face each other. If you can, you interlace them, bring them up above your head as much as you can, and then straighten your arms. And make note of which, if it's your left hand crossing over, because we will reverse them. So whichever arm is in front, so for me it's my left arm. When we switch, it'll be my right arm in front. And then you bend your elbows and let them just rest kind of like on your forehead or up on the top of your head. And then you take them back up straight as much as you can. And then bring them back down. And one more time. Now this time, bring both arms. They're still intertwined. Take them about chest level. You can bend the elbows just a little bit and then straighten them back out. You can tuck your chin towards your chest. And then release. Take a moment and alternate rolling your shoulders back. And then roll them forward, opposite arm. All right. And we'll get that again. Arms go up. This time the other arm crosses in front. You turn your palms to face each other, and if you can intertwine them, do so. Take them above your head and push up straight. Then relax, let them bend, and then take them up straight. Once again, let them bend. Take them up straight. slowly and gently let them come down about chest height. Let your elbows soften and then straighten them back out. Soften and straighten back out. One more time. And straighten back out. Release your hands. Let them slowly come back to resting on your lap. And again, alternating which shoulder. You're going back with both, but it's one at a time. And then you'll reverse, come forward. All right, hopefully you got a strap. If you didn't, you can use a robe belt or a tie. And I want you to take your strap in your hands and take your hands out as far as you can. You've got it between your thumb and your index finger. You may have to take it into your fists. And just raise it up overhead. Gently bending at the waist. Take it over to one side. Come back up. Go to the other side. Come back up. This time, take the robe belt behind your back, and you may have to adjust the tension, but you're taking it back to where it's almost exactly at arm height. And then when you bring it back up, it hits you in the back of the head, so that doesn't work. I have to get it grouped back together. But you go back, and then right above your head. And then go back, and you're not going back very far. You know, you only go back as far as you can go. And then over your head, and then bring it forward all the way down. And then release. And we'll set that to the side. We're going to go ahead and go to all fours. We're going to do a couple of cat-cows. So you find your easiest way to get to all fours. I'm going to go a little bit sideways, that way you can see what's happening. I'm going to unfold the blanket that I was sitting on to create a cushion for my knees. And I want my knees to come off the edge of that blanket. So your knees are about hip distance. Your hands are directly below your shoulders. You inhale to look up, drop your belly. Exhale, round like an angry cat. Push away with your palms. Inhale, gaze is forward, belly is dropped. Exhale, round like an angry cat. Inhale to look up. Exhale to round. And again, continue to do this with your own breath. Come to a neutral back. Go ahead and take your knees wide. Sink your hips back and down. Now they may not touch your heels, and that's quite all right. And then you can come down onto your forearms, and you can cross them if you like and let your forehead rest on top of your crossed forearms. Or you can leave your arms out in front, taking your forehead to the floor. Slowly and gently come back upright. Come up onto all fours. And what you're going to do next, we're going to take one arm out to the side, and then you're going to thread it through underneath, allowing yourself to lay your forehead on the opposite forearm. So we're threading the arm underneath. Slowly unthread, come back onto all fours. We'll get it on the opposite side. Take that arm out, the opposite arm, thread it underneath, cross the front of your body also with the other forearm. Slowly and gently come back upright. We're going to crawl off of the blanket that we had for our knees. And if you have a bolster or a rolled up sleeping bag, that would be ideal. But if you do not, you can take this blanket and fold it about 3 times. All right, this is going to be for the back of your knees. I'm hoping that I'm still in the picture. I can't quite tell. And if that blanket is not enough for you to feel comfortable, then definitely grab a bolster or a pillow, which I'm going to do. Alright. We're going to rest here for a moment, or actually for several. By having the bolster underneath your knees, it should help to flatten your lower back a little bit. You can rotate your ankles. Let yourself just relax. Slowly and gently bring your right leg towards your chest, keeping the left leg relaxed on the bolster. You can grab it like I did behind the knee. You can also grab it in front of the knee. You'll notice how your back, your low back, is meeting the floor a little bit differently now. The closer you bring that knee towards your chest, the more of a low back stretch you might feel. Slowly and gently release that leg all the way back down. Let both of your arms fall open. We'll get that on the other side. Bring the left leg up. Bring that knee towards your chest. Again, you can always grab behind the knee and the thigh if that's what's accessible to you. Again, you can also grab the front. As always, you can wiggle a little bit and then find your stillness again. Slowly and gently release that leg down the length, resting back over that bolster. And if you do have a bolster, go ahead and roll it up close to you so you can gently push it over to one side, maybe, I don't know. There we go. And now your back and soon to be head are going to be flat on the mat. We're going to take this blanket that we had folded 3 times and just fold it twice, the best way that we can. And we're going to do a low bridge. So you're going to raise your bottom up and you're going to place this folded blanket right underneath your low back. Now it's going to be just right underneath where that natural curve is. And more closer towards your tailbone, but it's still supporting your bottom. And if for whatever reason this doesn't feel quite comfortable, you can take it out and play with it a little bit. Maybe 3 times might be better than 2. And again, you slide it up underneath you. Let yourself rest on it. This is a very low supported bridge. I'd like you to bring your right leg a little bit towards the center. Cross your left leg completely over and bring both towards your chest. If you like, you can try to reach the toes, or you can just reach up here and have a hold of the knee that's crossed over the top. You'll feel a big stretch right through there. When you're ready, just slowly uncross and bring both feet down at the same time. This time, walk your left leg towards the center so you can cross the right leg over. Bring both up towards your chest. Again, you can choose to grab the foot or by the knee. I will tell you that this is a little bit spicy right where the sciatic is. So you may not want to grab a hold or pull any more forward. You may want to just keep your hands down. But you go for what feels good to you. And then slowly uncross. Bring both feet down. Prepare to go into a higher bridge. While it's up, you take the blanket out. And then slowly come back down and extend both legs down the length of the mat. And hopefully you won't be touching a wall, but if you are, it's okay. You can now take the blanket that you had folded and take it and lay it across your body just as an added weight. Okay? It's not because you're cold. Although you might be, your AC might be on really low. But for this, it's just to have added weight. When you're ready, slowly begin to bend one knee followed by the other. Going to gently bring both knees up and take them all the way over to one side. Trying to keep the opposite shoulder towards the ground. We're going into a nice twist. Slowly and gently bring your knees back up and take them over to the other side. And if you have things in the way, just move them. Slowly and gently bring them back to center. Then let your feet find the mat. For now, I want you to stay on the floor. You'll see me moving around. Taking my time as I do. I want you to find your most comfortable position. Okay? Now you might be, I don't know, you might stay right where you're at with your knees bent, or you may send your feet all the way down the length of the mat, or if you have a chair handy, you might put your legs up in the chair for a small legs up the wall. But I want you to find your most comfortable position. And when you do, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to find a thought, place, a saying, a scripture, or a memory that means something to you. Once you have that thought, that memory, that scripture, that saying, that moment, once you have that in your mind, I want you to take a big breath in through your nose, and I want you to sigh it out. I want you to place one hand on your heart, the other hand on your belly. Breathe in and out through your nose. to find the joy in that moment, that memory, that phrase, or that scripture. With each breath, let it fill you. As it fills you, I want you to take notice of the places where your body makes contact with the floor. You can release your hands. I'd like you to take another deep breath in. And when you sigh it out, I want you to let the memory, the phrase, or the scripture, or the thought just fill the room. Return to breathing normally. I'd like you to bring one hand back up to your heart and taking your index, your middle, and your ring finger, begin to tap on your breastbone, your sternum. And it doesn't have to be a hard tap, but enough that you feel the vibration that it creates in your body. You tap at whatever pace, whatever natural rhythm comes to you. As you continue to tap, if your legs are extended or if they are up on the chair, I want you, the best possible way that you can, get your legs off the chair and onto the floor. Maybe you have to roll over a little bit, scooch over. I'd like everyone to have their legs straight out onto the mat. Continue tapping. Slowly and gently bend one knee followed by the other, placing the soles of your feet onto the mat. Tap 3 more times. 3, 2, 1. Let your hand fall away from you. Take notice of how you feel. I'd like you to gently scoot your hips to one side and roll over onto the opposite side. As you do, I want you to curl up onto your forearms just as you would if you were in bed. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Slowly and gently on your next inhale, bring yourself up to a seated, comfortable position. Your head and neck will be last. I want you to take your arms wide and crisscross them in front, giving yourself a self-hug, gently rocking side to side, making notice of which arm is on top. Open wide once again, and crisscross, let the other arm be on top. Slowly release your hands down. We will inhale up, exhale to the heart. Again. One last time. Bow your head. The light in me honors the light in each of you. I hope that you all enjoyed today's class and that you have a wonderfully blessed day. Until next time, peace out.